Aries Rising October 2024 shows that you're finally getting relationship clarity and making a decision in your love life and how it contributes or is building up other decisions in your overall life. So if you are excited to dive into what exactly you can expect this October for you based on your rising sign, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. If you're new here, hi, I'm Maren. I make videos on astrology and I also make music and have movies coming out, so there might be more info on that. Around when this video comes out. But anyway, all my stuff is linked down below. Whether you want private readings from me, want to learn with me in my courses that are like not on YouTube, or listen to my music, all the things, it's linked all down below. First, we're going to run through the astrology and then we will pull a tarot card. So we open up this October on the 2nd with a total solar eclipse in your Libra 7th house of committed relationships and partnerships. You had an eclipse like this a year ago. This is the final eclipse in this part of your chart for this cycle, meaning that after about a year and a half of cleaning out close relationships or rethinking partnerships and cutting cords, you're finally making a decision to commit to someone. Now, depending on your specific chart, it might be a monogamous romantic relationship, it might be a business partner. Similar kind of vibe of committing to someone that has been in the consideration and you're now making a firm decision after rejecting a lot of people or just letting a lot of people go the past year and a half. Also, at the beginning of this month, on the 5th to the 6th, Mercury is going to square Mars between your 7th and 4th houses. There is going to be some tension going on between your 7th house of relationships and your 4th house of family. So this does show that one of the main issues beginning of this month is communication that aggravates your family about your relationship. It could also be your roommates or people you live with. From the 7th to the 9th, Mercury and Venus in your 8th house now in Scorpio will be trine Mars in your 4th house. So by the 7th to the 8th, it does appear that you're back on the same page with family members and willing to work things out from what ruffled feathers, the fuck am I saying? Issues you had a couple days earlier. On the 9th, Jupiter will station retrograde in your Gemini 3rd house, showing that over the past 6 months or so, you have been building up or growing in your productivity, your output, and how much just like busy work you're doing. You're really on point with the amount of work in general and like go-getter energy that you're putting out into the world. Jupiter going retrograde shows that you're rethinking these projects, you're revising your work, or you're like taking an editing look at what you've done. You're not starting any new projects or just not as easily starting anything brand new over the remainder of this year, essentially. On the 12th to the 15th, the sun in your 7th house will square Mars in your 4th house. Again, middle of the month, some new tension between the values and priorities of your relationship versus your family. That's going to come up middle of the month. Also, 14th to the 15th, Venus in your 8th house will oppose Uranus in your 2nd house. Do not be surprised if there's financial chaos middle of this month. It doesn't look like it is a net negative on anything besides shock value, but do not be surprised if there's a financial decision made that is just like crazy in your life, or you find that somehow your finances wildly fluctuate middle of the month in an unexpected way. Then on the 17th, there is a lunar eclipse in your Aries 1st house of self. This shows an ending, a letting go, or a big chapter of your life finishing up around your personal identity after a year and a half of a lot of investment in yourself. So this is the finale to the year and a half eclipse cycle with the North Node in your 1st house. You've been putting yourself first, been valuing your priorities and your identity and your boundaries, and you are now letting go of or finishing up a chapter of that commitment in order to feel more secure about not needing the intensity of this self-development journey. On the 17th also, Venus is going to enter your Sagittarius 9th house. This shows that there will be more ease and more cute shit coming towards either school or long distance travel. It could even be just study at a high level for the remainder of this month into November. On the 23rd, the sun will then enter your Scorpio 8th house. So the 23rd onward, there's a darker tone that is not as much about relationships, but more about actually your money and your finances. It's these 8th house themes of trust and of shared assets. On the 26th to the 29th, Venus is going to trine Neptune in your 12th house. So this is showing that there is some internal voice or some spiritual or just intuitive guidance towards your finances that is, you feel good about what you're doing. There's some chaos, there's some disruption, but overall you feel rather secure and guided with your financial or investment choices. And on the 28th, Venus will square Saturn. This is between your 9th house of travel or education and your 12th house of internal mental health. You might need to take a mental health break or put a pause on things involving school or travel because you just feel too overwhelmed and like you're going too quickly or working too hard. Finally, we end the month on the 30th to the 31st with Mercury opposite Uranus, again between your financial houses, your 8th and your 2nd. So we end the month with more chaotic, potentially financial news. So I would say that the comedic relief and possible big annoyance this month for you is financial, But the lucky or positive thing is that you're finally having a conclusion or more clarity on at least the energy you're choosing as far as relationships in your life. If you have any thoughts or feelings around this October, let me know in a comment down below. I'm interested to hear how you're feeling about this upcoming eclipse season. The tarot card that we have here for Aries Risings this October is the 10 of Wands. This shows that you have put in a ton of work to reach a goal and you're still working like way too hard towards something and you can rest. It shows like you've gotten to the fucking checkpoint, bro. You achieved it. So if you, maybe with a relationship in particular or a contact or a connection, you got it. You don't need to like force it. I think you achieved what you need to achieve and now you can like take a little bit or a lot of a rest. If you enjoy this, make sure that you like and subscribe. Do all the other things. Share this if you know someone with this rising sign as well. It all helps, and I know that a little under 50% of you are subscribed, so let's get it closer to 100, please. You could be the person that goes up like a couple percent. It all helps. Anyway, have a good eclipse season. Enjoy your October, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.